Okay, so recently I unboxed the new WRM 2020 and it's pretty good. I made a review and most of the things I said about the cube were positive, but before this, the original WRM was my main, and it may or may not still be my main. And in this video, I'll tell you my opinions about these cubes. Starting off with its feel, the original WRM feels very squishy. Like, it's kind of smooth, but it has some bumps along the way, and also feels very, very rounded. And the combination of these two feelings makes the cube feel squishy. Now, for the WRM 2020, when using the WRM 2020, after using the original WRM, you can instantly feel that the turning is much lighter. This can be a good thing and a bad thing for some people, and for me, I think it's a little too effortless and it's kind of hard to adjust to the turning style. Along with its turning, it also feels super smooth, and I definitely categorize this as silky smooth, and the only bumps you really feel are the magnets. And yeah, speaking of its magnets, a lot of people had a lot of problems with the WRM due to its weak magnets. And people felt that because WRM is such a fast cube, it should also have strong magnets to slow it down a little. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And now, after unboxing the WRM 2020, I was a little disappointed to find out that the magnet strength is almost exactly the same. Some people might say it's stronger, but it's probably because the WRM 2020 has like a thinner plastic, making the magnets feel a little more noticeable. But either way, I think the magnet strength should be a bit stronger for both these cubes for me. Now let's talk about exterior design. When comparing these two cubes side by side, you can definitely see that the original WRM looks just a little more rounded than the WRM 2020. Not only does this apply to the exterior, but also the interior. The original WRM's turning feels a lot more rounded than the WRM 2020, and for the 2020, it's definitely not as rounded off. Now, I'm definitely not saying that these characteristics are better or worse than the other, but for some people, they can enjoy a more rounded cube. Some people could prefer a less rounded cube. So yeah. But another obvious characteristic that you notice is the frosted plastic. Now, why are companies doing this? Like, just so you know, the WRM 2020 is the one with the frosted plastic, and it's confusing, right? Like, why? Does it make the cube feel more premium? I'm not sure about that one. Does it improve grip? No. Maybe when it's worn off, but does it look good? I'm not sure about that anymore. I think glossy plastic just looks a little better now. But if there's a better reason to why there's frosted plastic in cubes nowadays, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, now let's talk about my solving experience on these two cubes. Now, my turning style, I'd say, is very moderate. It's not too strong nor weak, but in the middle, right? Now, for the original WRM, I feel like the speed and the amount of effort you need to exert in the cube is pretty much perfect for my turning style. Maybe it's because I've been using it for many months and adjusted to the turning style, I'm not sure, but I think it's perfect for my turning style. For the WRM 2020, I really tried my best to adjust to the turning style, but it's just very fast and effortless. Although I can kind of adjust to the turning style, I feel like I'm like a little restricted to not spam TPS too hard, because it might like overshoot, which I don't like having to do. So anyways, the original WRM is better for my turning style, I think. Now, okay, so overall, I like the original WRM a tiny bit more. That could change. That could definitely change. But for some reason, for cubing at home, right, I had a lot of trouble getting a sub 10 average of 5 on the original WRM, and that was like 5 cubing at home competitions and no sub 10 average, which is kind of confusing. I average sub 10, just so you know. And the very first time I competed with the WRM 2020, I got a sub 10 average of 5 in the 2 rounds I competed in, which is very surprising because I thought since the WRM is a little too fast for me during casual practice, how much worse would it be when competing, right? But luckily that wasn't the case. I think it's because since the WRM 2020 is so effortless, I'm like extra careful when turning the cube, maybe, if that makes sense. I'm not sure, but that was definitely surprising. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. If you've had either of these cubes, let me know what you think about these cubes in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and make sure you follow me on Instagram at k.a.d. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.